Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel for another Saturday night at my place. At the moment, we only have, where is he? There. We only have Shug in, who was just about to take a drink. It's Shug Baroni, and you can probably see the reason for that sitting behind him.
Shug Baroni. Don't believe the hype.
So, Jamie, myself, and Andrew from AGK decided to get Shug something for Father's Day, which he wasn't supposed to open till Father's Day, but the delivery people had the box wrecked, so it was already open when it got
Absolutely
there.
and utterly wrecked. You've never seen anything like it. I was just pleased that there was a box inside and a load of that brown paper packaging around it, because otherwise I reckon that'd have been snapped. And I want to see it in its entirety when we finally get it out.
Which won't be till next Sunday.
I've got to say thank you very much to you three. It was totally unexpected.
We aim to please. Right, I'll put you in the background.
Yes, mate.
And explain what we're going to be doing tonight. So on the lathe tonight, I have got a piece of ash. Now, as you can see, I've been having a bit play with my new Arbortec mini grinder, and I'll explain about that when I come to use it. So what we're going to do, this is just going to be quite a plain bottom on this. Then on the top, it'll be my usual wide-brimmed platter that I'm going to do, using some colour, using the Arbortec mini grinder for texture. I'll be using the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours, probably black, ruby and honey, which is a yellow colour. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll grab a gouge and I'll get on and start doing some turning.
And I'll have a look and see who's in.
Best tell people what sort of size this is.
It's
right,
big.
It is about 1 3/4 deep by just under 13 inches in diameter. So it's going to be a fairly shallow bowl anyway. So I'll just start getting this turned.
Okie dokie. Right, so from the top of my participants list, we've got my haggling little brother, one and only, never to be overlooked, Mr. Andrew AGK Woodworks. We've got Alan Gibb, we've got Barry Chitty, Billy Brown, Chisky's Wood Creations, Clint at Wood Dancers, Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Mr. Fred Gilliver, Kev at 9K Creations, Robert Klingspor Abrasives UK, Johnny Foster's just snuck in there as well and made all the chat move. Leah Ginn's in. Laurie's in. Can you hear me? Mark L's in. We love gold. Michael McEwen's in. Mike Evans is in. Old Man River Woodturner's in. Paul Hoyton, the Greasby Turner's in. That just jumped again. Let me see. Roger Kent's in. Ruby Clare's in. Hello, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Steve Hale's in. Susie Swiss Woodturner's in. Andy the Valley Woodturner and Stumpy's in. If she was a Roman, she could be Stumpus Maximus. Obviously, you're in, Wayne. And then, of course, there's little Val from Littleville. Wee Val. I'm just going to check back now and see if Douglas Mungham's joined us as well, and so has Door 60. And I think I have got everyone from the participants list. Ward Wilson's in as well. It's this whole other country. So a very good evening to you all. If I have missed anybody, I will try to catch you up as we go along. Heather from Spirit Wind, Wood, Stone and Bone is in as well, and so is Knights Eternal. Ian Leach and Kelsey's Crafts are in. Hello, guys.
Hey, Ian. And Kelsey.
Anthony Green's joined us as well. Hello, buddy.
Right, small gouge. Where I'll put that there.
Small gouge. Andrew's nicked it. He's not here to defend himself, so I can get away with it this week. Johnny Foster says he likes your shirt. Johnny, there is a link at the top for Linktree. If you're interested in buying one, it's in Wayne's merch
yes,
shop.
this is a very good shirt, this one. Yes. If Chuck Norris was a woodturner, he'd come to me for advice.
There's a question from Ruby. She says, what was the diameter of this piece?
Just under 13-inch, Ruby.
Andrew says, you always miss people. The little people I have here also say hi. It's like a whole army of little people in Andrew's house.
Right, hang on. I've got something to show you. This is something Andrew could use. Hang on a wee minute.
A 4-step step though.
No, it might take, oh, there it is.
Robert Klingspor's got a question, Wayne, before we carry on. He says, question, XL shirt, Wayne, asking for a friend.
This is 3XL, this one.
Nice. And
right.
Andrew says he's watching.
So there you are. There's a full-size ball gouge just for Andrew.
Just for he'll still have to tuck it under his arm like a joust. I'll teach him for sitting out. Anyway, Andrew, say hello to the little people. He says, dang it, got me. Got him. I got him earlier on, Wayne. I got him a treat earlier on.
What was that?
My mate Ty at work was doing a service on a car and had to take the front wheels off. So couldn't find the locking wheel nut everywhere. Went in the boot. Boot was absolutely full to the brim of things. One of them was one of those brown earthenware pottery style dog bowls.
Oh, yeah.
So I took a video of it and I went, hey up, Andrew. This is not one of yours, is it? he sent me back the unhappy face first. I think he was, if I'd have been in the room with him, I think he'd have slapped me. He says he'll jump in if I watch the grandchildren. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ain't got none. Don't want none yet.
Turn the speed up now. That's better.
Tis a thing of beauty. Mick Jews is in. Hello, Mick.
Hey, Mick.
No, Andrew, I was keeping it classy. Hashtag. So good they named her twice. Connie's in.
Hey,
Cheeky
Connie.
girl. We've got 52 lovely people watching, Wayne, but I'm only seeing 10
Excellent.
thumbs up. Go on, 42 of you have a marvellous opportunity to smack that like button for the man. Go on, you know you want to.
So I've actually got 2 premieres out tomorrow. I've got one coming out at 4:30 p.m. UK time, which is just a quick one on the Eric Hill moisture meters. A very quick review on them. It's only about 10 minutes. And my usual one tomorrow night at 10:30, which is another small Banksia nut project.
Alrighty. Connie said she can't stay because she's at the fair, but wanted to say hello. That's not fair.
How are you doing anyway, Connie? Have you had a good day?
If she's at the fair, it's got to be a good day.
Yeah, but I think it's a craft fair. I think.
Andrew said he got a super delivery today from Connie. Her work is stunning. Isn't it just? Check out her Instagram.
I saw
Really,
them.
really nice stuff. She said not bad sales, but she's sweating to death. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's a tad warm here as well, Connie. Probably not as hot as there, but...
we are supposed to be getting very heavy rain tomorrow. In fact, we had a flood warning earlier on. There was a wee rumble of thunder just before, but we haven't had any rain up here for around about 3 weeks.
That means that ground's going to be dry and not going to want to soak it up, mate. Rob's been at a 3-day show and it was hot. It probably wouldn't have been so hot, mate, if you took your hat off, you know your hat. Had to be done, Wayne, didn't it? Had to be done, mate.
Had to be done.
Mark L's asking if you put floats on the VB, Wayne. Best build a pontoon.
What I need is to win the lottery so I can bloody move. That's what I need.
Mm. No, Andrew. Pipe down, boy. Pipe down. Doug Miller says, be right back. I've got to go home now. And Chisky said he needs some rain there really bad because it's as dry as a popcorn fart. Oh, the imagery.
Yes. Right, let's get this sanded. Oh,
yeah, that's it, Connie. Hopefully you'll have enough sales to get yourself a decent tent or marquee just to at least get some shade. Should I be really scared, Wayne? Because Rob's threatening to hunt me down. He has a particular set of skills. I will find you.
Heather's in as well. I didn't hear Heather come in.
Yeah, Heather's in. She said it's been very dry down here too, Wayne. Forest fires all over Canada. Closest one to me is an hour away. Stay safe then, Heather. Dewey's Shed's joined us, and so has William Kenny. Hello, William. Hello,
Hey
Dewey.
guys. Where's my 240 grit gone? On the other drill.
What are you using there then, Wayne? Is that
This is abrasives are brought to you tonight by Klingspor.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Klingspor.
Okay, you two short peeps. I promise your parcels will go out Tuesday. If I don't see you both wearing them, I'm going to mail my grandkids to you. Oh no!
Right. We'll just put some conversation starter on this now.
Oh, I was just going to say what you got there, Wayne. Donna Love Angel's in. Hello, Donna.
Hey, Donna. There's a little bit of feathering in this. 08 on the top. I'm still going to colour it like. Wipe off the excess.
Old Man Rivers said we finally got some rain in upstate New York on Wednesday and Thursday to wash away the smoke from the wildfires in Canada. Before the rain, we couldn't go outside. The air quality was so bad. Holy moly.
Oh, sorry. Yorkshire grit.
Yorkshire grits. Do it for Yorkshire. Douglas was a bit late on the button there. He said, Wayne, what is that? I guess he went for the sanding sealer, the conversation starter. But just for you, Douglas, what is that? It's Yorkshire grit.
Right,
Mark said he's really loving the shape
now.
of the bowl.
Thank you.
Scott, the blue light tumbler, is in.
Hey,
Good evening,
Scott.
mate.
Right, so we've got the speed turned down to around about 250, and I'm just using the same piece of paper that I applied the grit with, just to get it rubbed in.
Rob's going to snap Andrew's pencil in half because he doesn't want the old boy trying to pole vault with it. Got him. John Braden's in. Hello, John.
Hey, John. When I get the top flattened off, I'll give you a quick comparison between the Arbortec mini grinder. Turn the speed on this now. And the Proxon long neck mini grinder. They both take 2-inch blades, but I'll show you the differences when I get the top of this flattened off.
Mr. 14K himself says, as a Canadian, I feel compelled to apologise for those Easterners not controlling their forest fire smoke. Good lad. Manners maketh the man.
Oh God, the amount of times I wrote that out at school when I got lines.
That's the one, mate.
It's about the only thing I remember from school is writing that out.
Andrew says he walks away for 1 minute and they send shots. Hold on, Andrew. If you walked away for 1 minute, you wouldn't have been very far. You'd have still been in earshot, surely.
Yeah. Would have been about 2 foot away from the couch. Right, so I'm just putting on some Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax now.
Mm-hmm. Dewey's is asking, what dust extraction do you use, and do you have a dust hood for the lathe? not during the live, mate, because A, it'll be in the way, and B, you can't talk to it.
I've got a very, very old, it's a Poolwood chip extractor, you know, one of the bagged ones. I've also got the Record Power, I think it's the AC 400, something like that, air filtration. For cleaning out any hollow foams, I've got my Karsha wet and dry vacuum, and the dust extraction that I've got on the bandsaw is a Lumberjack. I think it's either the 1000 or 1200 dust extractor. Talking about the moisture meters again, I'm hoping that the woman who I've been dealing with gets back to me before Wednesday, because in the last message she sent, she said she was hoping to give me some sort of discount code for my viewers.
Nice.
I don't think I'll get it over the weekend. I think that'll probably have to wait till next week now, but I will mention it in one of my lives next week. So that's the bottom finished.
Gerard the French turner's in, and he says bonsoir tout le monde. Sorry, a bit late cleaning
Gerard.
after sister-in-law's 60th birthday afternoon tea. Happy birthday to your sister-in-law, mate. That's good.
Spin that up, see how it's looking. It's looking not bad. Make sure it's not touching anywhere. Just clean off this top. Turn the speed up. Still a couple of bits to get rid of.
You can do it. John Braden is asking, I hope you're going to do an unboxing video on your Toblerone. Oh dear. I'm a bit worried about just how I'm going to be able to bite the chunks.
Right, I'm just going to take this sharp edge off as well.
Indeed. Ruby Claire's asking, will you undercut the rim, Wayne?
No, I'm leaving this perfectly flat, Ruby, because I am going to be using the carver to put some texture in on the top, and I'll be doing that with the lathe running, so that should be fun.
Oh yeah. Nah, John, nah. You may have hit the nail on the head, but not a chop saw. I reckon maybe I could use the bandsaw though. Oh yeah.
About the only thing I don't like about my bandsaw, I've got the big Jet 18R bandsaw, which has got an 18-inch throat and a 12-inch depth of cut. But the way they've set up the dust extraction port, it is absolutely useless. It really is. Other than that, it's a brilliant bandsaw.
Heather's asking if anyone has used the Robert Sorby beading tool. She's used one this week and it cuts into the bead beside the one that she's cutting.
Right, I've got a whole variety of different size beading tools, and I've never had that problem, I've got to say. Right, that's sanded to 240. I think we'll leave that there.
That sounds like a plan.
Now I've got a bit of tear out there. I'm going to have to come back to that.
I'm going to say you can have a bit more tear out in a minute, ain't you?
Well, that's true, but... Right, I'll just give that another quick sand while the lathe is stationary, I think. That's better. Right, what colour am I going with first? Black, I think. Make sure this is black.
About the bandsaw, Fred says he thinks they must all be the same. His is a 10-inch with a 4-inch extraction port and it's useless.
Yeah, the amount of times I've got to open the doors and clean all the dust out from the bottom of the bandsaw.
Yeah.
Because the dust extractor I've got, the lumberjack dust extractor, it's a good dust extractor. I'm going to turn the speed down on this, and I'm using the airbrush, and I'm going towards the far side of the bowl. So doing that, hopefully none of the colour gets on the underneath.
Nice. Douglas is saying that he thinks my throat sounds like rum is needed. Quite possibly, but I neglected to make sure there was rum in the house, so I'm on the pear cider. And before the purists out there tell me it's a Perry, tell that to the people who wrote it on the can. Phil Bolter's in. He says, "Am I late? Phil? Am I late? Did I miss anything?"
Well, he's always late.
Well, Wayne's on the second project now.
Yeah, that's his middle name, Phil Late Bolter. Right, I'll just use my hot air gun just to give that a quick dry off. This is water-based dye, stain, whatever.
Heather said she's going to show the results in her next video.
Okay.
Phil said his wife says he's always too soon. Oh dear, it's a good job it's Saturday.
It's a good job it's Saturday.
Mick, same. I'm beginning to think that I've had 3 bandsaws now, and I'm beginning to think it's just part and parcel of it. Do a bit of cutting, and then it's open the doors up and have a look.
Right, I'll change the camera and I'll show you these two machines. I've had the Proxon long neck grinder for a lot of years. Let's just go on the
Andy the
Woodturning
Valleys
overhead.
on the ASBAC. Oh, get it
Oh,
down, you mate.
Andy, you just hack me off sometimes. Right, that's the Proxon long neck grinder, which I've used for years. This is the Arbortec, long neck carver, if you like, that I've used for years. And this is the Arbortec, and you can see a total difference in size. Now, power-wise, the Proxon is 100 watt. The Arbortec is 700.
Just slightly different.
Just slightly different. It's a little bit more powerful.
Carsten Peterson's in. Hello, buddy.
Right, what I'm going to do, I will set up my tool rest. Camera.
Yep, camera.
One there. Oh, wrong one. That one, that's better. What I want to do is set up the tool rest so I can rest on the tool rest when I'm pulling it across the piece, so it's actually steadied.
Klingspor Rob said, strange question. Someone at the last Yandles craft show asked me for 76mm wide rolls for a drum sander, but for the life of me, I can't remember who it was. Anyone in tonight? So if they are, give Rob a nod.
Right, now, like I said, this takes 2-inch, go back to the overhead, Win. Takes 2-inch cutters. This is the Arbortec, I can't remember if this is the professional or not, but this has got 2 carbide cutters on there which are fixed. Some of the Arbortec discs come with replaceable carbide cutters. These ones are fixed. It also comes with a sander as well, which you slot in, a sanding arbor, which you screw in as well. And the sanding discs are very, very stiff sanding discs, although I am going to try cutting some Klingspor ones up. In my Proxon, I'll quickly show you that, because I've still, I've got the, is it the Mapper cutting disc on here, which is 3 carbide cutters, and these are replaceable, but they will fit onto the Arbortec as well. And I do have a couple of the cutters that I've been using with the Proxon, and they should be able to use with the Arbortec as well. Now, again, this has got a side button on here for the switch, and basically you just switch it on. It's got a speed control on the bottom, so I can turn that way down, so you use it at that speed for when you're doing sanding, and then you can turn it all the way up for when you're doing carbon. It's belt driven, so you can adjust the belt tension by removing these 2 screws. The fiddly bit is actually changing the blades. You've got a flat screw in the top, and you've got to have a flat screwdriver in there and your Allen key in the front to change the blades, whereas on the Proxon you just lock it up. If you use the lock button on here, it's got a lock button on here as well. You can't actually do anything with the disc because there's a belt inside here, and it just slips the belt. But it's definitely a beast of a machine. Right, let's do some mental carving. Right, what sort of speed should I go at? Around about. Let's pump that up. Right, I'm turning at 600 there, and you can be quite delicate doing this. I'm just going to rest on the tool rest, introduce the tool, and bring it back towards me.
Tool. This is blank. Blank. This is tool. Oh.
And
yeah.
there's the effect I'm getting.
Rob's got a
Obviously,
quick question, mate. He said,
yeah,
what size shaft stroke hole is it on the Arbortec, I'm guessing?
hang on a minute, Rob. I take it Rob's talking about for the sanding discs.
Yes.
You also get a very nice carry case with it as well.
Yeah, everybody likes that pattern.
Right, let's have a look at the sanding discs. Right, these are the sanding discs. As you can see, the 2-inch, and the hole measures. Let's just have a look. I'll just get my digital calipers out. That'll be the easiest thing to use.
Mark, yeah, you could. You're trying to scan it with your phone.
They're about 8 mil. Rob, the hole in the centre of the sanding pads or the sanding discs are around about 8 mil.
Mick Dew says 10, he believes, but have to wait and see. Jeff Peters said that looks great. I want to get one of those. Evening, Jeff.
Right, okay. Now for the bad news. The price this one had on it, because it did come with a price on it, was £240. I think Turner's Retreat are selling them, and I think I saw them the other day at around about 256. But it's a beast of a machine.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, as I've shown here, you can actually be quite delicate with it. Right,
Albert Dawson's in, and he says, I'd stop right there.
Right, now, do I want to go red towards yellow, or do I want to go yellow towards red?
Oh, now me, I'd probably say yellow towards red. But let's see what the chat say about it. Phil Bolter said he bought his 6 years ago and still hasn't used it. Is it Phil Bolter or is it Glyn?
Well,
is it still in the box?
I'm wondering that. Right, I'm getting a lot of fuzzies on here. This might take some of the black off, but don't worry about that. If it does, we will sort it by putting more black on and doing some more carbon.
Scott says yellow to red. William says yellow to red. Andy the Valley says yellow to red.
Yellow on the inside, going towards red on the outside.
Yes.
Okay, not a bother.
Phil said no, it's not in the box. It's not Glyn. Thought it was Glyn in disguise. Mark S is in. Hello, Mark. Yeah, yellow to black, says Rob. Only 2 colours that matter. Yep, okay. Susie Swiss said yellow to red.
Again. Okay, so we're going to go with yellow in the centre here. I'll get a fairly heavy coat on. I am quite close to the piece at the moment, and I'm just going to, as I'm going, I'm just fading back on that. Let's have a look.
Phil, I believe so. He was last week. Is Glyn still in the States, Wayne?
No, he's back. He's back. He's back at home.
The walnut botherer himself, Benjamin's in. Hello, mate.
That's not as bright as I was expecting. It'll probably brighten up once I get some sand and sealer on there. Right.
Yes.
And then we'll move on to the ruby. The ruby is quite a dark red. Just make sure that's the ruby. Don't want to be putting black on it again. Yeah.
Ain't nobody
So,
got no time for that.
and what I'm doing this time is I'm going heavy on the outside and then lifting back as I come towards the yellow.
Yeah, so you get a fade effect.
There you go. How's
Stephen
that
the Wood
looking?
Dude's in. Yeah. Yes, mate.
Right, I think we'll stick with that. I'll just get the hot air gun on that just to get it dried off.
Question from Alan Gibb.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of an Arbortec against the Proxon?
The advantage is it's a hell of a lot more powerful. If you weren't in when I was explaining, the Proxon is a lot smaller. It's only 100 watts power. The Arbortec is 700 watt power, and it's also variable speed as well.
Oh.
Now, what I am going to do, I'm going to lightly go over this with 400 grit abrasive paper, because obviously I've still got quite a lot of bits sticking up here. I'm going to be trying to be quite gentle so I don't take a lot of the colour off.
Douglas is telling Ben that it's walnut. Oh, that's it. They'll be all excited now. Mick Hughes said the mini carver is £200 on Axminster Power Tools at the moment, and
There
bore
you go.
size is 9.5 millimeters, but has a reducing washer to 7.4.
All right, okay.
Thanks for that, mate.
Because I did measure that the hole in that sanding disc with a digital caliper, and it came out at 8. Right, so it's going to have quite a small bowl on this, just so we can keep all the texture there. Turn the speed up.
Phil's saying he might have to use the Arbortec in the middle of the night then, when he's on cheap rate electricity. 7. Phil is on economy 7. John, no, there's no such thing as cheap electricity. Just make sure you have plenty of painkillers when for when the bill hits the mat.
Yeah, we've just paid our most recent electricity bill, and that was a shocker. That was really a shocker.
That was a shocker. Oh, I see what you did there.
That is the first time we've actually paid money towards electricity for about 20 years.
Holy moly!
Well, we got solar panels fitted a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah,
so
same.
we're on the top rate for the payback.
Yeah.
So it used to average out. We would use around about £1,000 worth of electricity a year, but we would get back around about 1,200 quid.
Nice.
Not anymore. We still get back 1,200 quid, but our last quarterly bill was 700 odd quid.
Douglas is saying he reckons a petrol stone saw to texture wood with. Certainly worth a try, mate. Yeah, Phil, we're a bit the same. There's a timer on the washing machine that I bought last year when we replaced the old one we'd had for years. There's a timer on it, and my wife puts it on and always sets it up so it don't start till 2 o'clock in the morning. And luckily enough, it's the other side of the house from our bedroom. She got a shock when I put my trainers in it.
I'm not happy with that centre bit. I'm just going to get that redone.
Yes, Rob, it was a bit like that. Did the earth move for you? No, the spin cycle started. Well, actually, the spin cycle wasn't too bad. It was quiet at that point. It was when it first started, and it's going slowly, and they're going, da-dunk, 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 da-dunk. I got the daggers. I really did get the daggers that night. It was an unhappy bunny. Bernie, Barry's in.
Hiya, Barry.
Hey!
You should have been in Steve's live last night. He was doing some burning.
Bernie himself. Holy moly. Gerard's got a list of different rates at different times of the day and different days of the week. He says on Saturday, 8 a.m.
Right.
to 5 p.m., it's free. So all the washing's done on that day. Yeah. All the cooking would be done on that day as well, mate, I can assure you.
Right. I'm going to switch my Oh, do I need to switch it on? There might be enough here just to blow this off. That'll do.
Baz Starkey's in. Hello, Baz.
Hey, Baz. Right, get some sand and sealer on this now, and we'll see how this pops.
Conversation starter. Yeah, that's a beautiful pattern and a nice fade, mate, that is. Baz says, looks lovely, that, Wayne.
Cheers, Baz. Let's get some of the excess wiped off.
Paul Finley's in. He said, good evening, Wayne and everyone. Hello, Paul.
Evening, Paul. Right, I'm going to turn the speed right down on this. Turn the lid on. Just to dry off the sand and sealer, because I'm not going to use Yorkshire grit on the outside. I'll turn my compressor on. Can you let me know if it is too loud, Shug?
All right, mate, will do. Yes, mate. It is a bit loud.
Right, hang on. I'll mute myself.
All right, mate. Lionel's in. Hello, Lionel.
Hi, Lionel. Right, let me just mute myself.
Ben says garlic bread these days is too garlicky. It's like garlic with a bit of bread. Oh, stop moaning, Ben. Just because it's not McDonald's. You're right. Night's eternal. That's hard on the eyes. It is. It's like one of those things, isn't it? Look into the spinning disc. You will do what I tell you. Thank the Lord, it's not McDonald's. You're right, Doug.
I've just put a bit of air in there just in case I need to blow any bits off this once I wax it. That's all dry. I'll get some grit on the inside.
Lewis is in. Hello, Lewis. Bastarky's asking, have you used True Grit and have you found a different finish?
No, I haven't used True Grit. I am still using Yorkshire Grit because I am supported by Easy Wood Tools. And the finish I've used for a hell of a long time now, which is Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax. Which I'm just going to put on now.
Robert Klingspor's become a Formula One driver. He said, damn it all, I just got the figures through for the sales at the show. Missed my all-time record by 156 quid. I'm getting old and that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. All right, Mr. Mansell.
Right, this is going to tear. Seeing as how this has got texture on the top, it is going to tear the paper when I buff it. So what I might do is just get out my buffing wheel for the drill and use that instead.
John Braden said, Wayne, I am not a number. And then he says, if anyone can remember the programme, I will not be stamped. I will not be stamped, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own. I resigned. The prisoner. Ruby's asking, is the face of the piece flat or slightly curved, Wayne?
It's pretty flat, Ruby, to tell you the truth. Have I got a ruler here? Probably not. I used to have one.
And Susie says you're a bit quieter compared to the earworm.
I am.
Susie, that's because I've got a big mouth.
It's slightly dipped in, Ruby. It's not perfectly flat. See if you can see that on the overhead. Can you see it on the overhead? Probably not.
Yes, you can see a little bit, mate. Towards the back of your lathe, you can see it there. It steps inwards towards the centre of the bowl.
Towards the centre, yeah, a little bit, yeah. Right, so I've just got some little bits of stuff in here. I think I'm probably going to have to use a brush to get them out rather than the hose. Where'd I put that brush? There it is.
Fred said he remembers, and he's also visited the location where it was filmed.
Yeah, that was in Wales.
It was a cracking little folly in Wales. Pretty big tourist attraction there now as well.
There we go. Right, let's get some stuff out of the way here.
Lewis likes your shirt too.
Cheers, Lewis.
Lewis, there's a link tree in the top if you want to get yourself one, mate. Sure, Wayne would appreciate the support.
Right, let's take this off now.
Baz is just asking, Baz Starkey, what the timber was.
It's ash, Baz.
Because he likes a bit of ash.
Change
Yep,
camera.
Port Marion.
Oh, glasses.
You're all right, Wayne. You don't need to see it. You've seen it.
I've seen it. That's true. And there it is.
Yeah, that's nice, mate. It does. I can see what people are saying now. It does actually look as though it's curved almost like a donut to the outside in a way. Now you've held it up like
that's because of the curves of the
pattern in it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a it's kind of what do they
an
call
optical
it?
illusion.
It's like an optical illusion. That's exactly it. You got it in one.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The colour is very subtle on this, which is, unless you get up close to it like I am.
Baz, real simple things. Donuts. Do!
Right, let's bring Shug
A
back
lot
in.
of lovely comments there, mate.
There he is.
Baz is asking, how much is something like that to buy, Wayne?
Right, this would be starting off at probably about 80 quid. This would be, obviously I'd have to work out. Now, I know how much the blank was. I know how long I took to make it. It does need a bit of a clean up where it's still got a few bits of raggedy things in. But off the top of my head, starting price would be 80 quid.
Nice
It'll
figure.
probably end up a little bit more than that. Oh, thanks, Phil. Appreciate it.
Phil. that's the backhander, that is, Phil. I like it. That's the kind of thing I come out with. Andy said he may have to invest in an Arbortec. Oh yeah, you better run that. You better run that past Lucy first, and then show us the shin damage.
Yeah, they're not $12.99.
Yes, you won't get away with saying that's $12.99.
Thanks for all the lovely comments, guys.
Yeah, lots of
very much appreciated.
Comments. Don't forget, guys and girls, stick a thumbs up, and if you could pop back after the video and leave a comment, appreciate it. Really is. Yeah. Lewis has got a point. He said, you shouldn't price it by how long it takes you to make it, Wayne. Price it by how long a regular turner takes. Bite marks on the ankles. Yes, Andy, you will have. Yes, Wayne, you're a wizard.
That's another one done in an hour. I'm getting good at this.
Bang on time as well, mate. Bang on time. Got 1 minute to go.
Right, so tomorrow afternoon, 4:30 UK time, I've got the review, and it is a very basic review that I've done on the Eric Hill moisture meters. 10:30 tomorrow night, another wee topic with no wee video with no music. I'm talking again.
What? Stoner Crows.
It's not a voiceover. It's talking while I'm turning. Something I don't usually do anyway.
Rob, hold on. Have you seen Rob's comment? He says, Wayne, when you get old, you will slow down. Make the most of it now. Just how old you have to be to slow down? He's already told you he built the pyramids, Rob. Dan from True Grit finishes.
Yeah, so oh hi Dan.
Cheers, John.
There you go. Hang on, I'll go back on big screen again.
Yeah, show him that one.
There you go, Dan. That's what I did with the Arbortec this evening. A wee bit of colour as well.
And it's a beauty.
Where'd I get up to? Yeah, 10:30 tomorrow night. Another Banksia nut thing that I've done, just a small bud vase. I think it's about 13 minutes long, the video. Phil said, I didn't used to like old people until I realised I was one. I still don't like them, Phil.
Don't have to like them, mate, dear.
I spent the majority of my nursing career caring for them.
Mark,
Yeah,
Phil
me as
said,
well. Me as
I
well,
find it
Mark.
very strange being the same age as old people. What?
Yeah, me as well.
Mick's got it. He says, get Shugs to do your voiceovers, Wayne. He's got some rattle. Oh, yes. The amazing thing is people thought there was 3 earworms in tonight.
Thank you, Donna. No bother, Dan. I probably should have sent you a reminder, but I didn't. I tell you what, Dan, if you haven't used one, it's a bloody beast. It really is. Right, guys, I think that's it. We've just gone 9 o'clock. I'm going to go in the house and probably get a drink. And I'll get photographs up of this tomorrow. And if you're in for any of my videos tomorrow, I'll see you then. I'm going to press the button now.
He's going to press the button.
The button's